Katie, I kind of want to record your tweets because your tweets are... Oh, first of all, hi guys, we're back.
Hi. Ryan, is your mic in the right position?
Why, is it weird?
It looks very casual right now.
It's like I'm holding it like a glass of wine in front of me.
I know.
That sounds okay. But anyways, we're back. Thanks for waiting for us.
We're worth the wait. We apologize, but we're worth the wait, everyone.
As Brittany says, it's been a while, but I'm here now. Shout out to Brittany.
Hope you're doing well.
I do. Okay, so let's see Kitty Jones. Let's read Kitty Jones's tweets because she just tweets randomly and I never understand it. She literally, okay, here's a tweet from her. Enough, in capital letters. Enough Chinese salty, not even yummy or satisfying takeaway. I rid of you. Like, what does that mean? Is that even in English? Okay, let's find another one. I literally see her tweet. Guys, you gotta follow Kitty Jones. It's at 01 Kitty Jones on Twitter, and she just like tweets randomly. Like, I honestly don't understand it half the time. Let's see.
They're all coherent. That's why he's having a hard time finding the next one.
No. Shout out to the ones that stick up, stay local, and kick ass. What a great time to be alive. Heck yeah. Like, there's no context. Like, what is that about?
Oh my God, Ryan. This Pinot Grigio is making my cheeks warm with laughter.
No, it's just me because I'm so funny.
Twitter is this weird platform for me where I just like take to it whenever I feel like it.
I feel like she's deleted some of them because some of them were like really strange.
Okay, welcome back.
Welcome back, everyone.
Okay, so what are we talking about today?
That's like your signature line. That's literally like that should be your Twitter bio. What are we talking about
I know
today?
how to podcast, maybe not how to tweet.
That's true. You do know how to podcast. So we're going to talk about speed dating today because I've gone speed dating.
Are you guys ready for Ryan to give you his longest explanation ever?
I've gone speed dating 3 times and I always get asked how was it and all kinds of questions about it. So let's talk about it.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers. So I have a beer here. Cheers. What was that? Oh. And we also have this like random beef stew thing. What is it? Actually, it is really good. Like, Katie did a good job.
No, it's really good. I didn't make it this evening. We defrosted it, but it's called Goop, and it's a really yummy name. No, it's like beef with peas, with onions, sometimes with mushrooms, done with
really
HP
good,
and salt and pepper and ketchup. My mom doesn't have any ketchup apparently, which brings me to letting you guys know something.
Oh, wait, what?
We're recording, Ryan and I are recording at my mother's apartment in Toronto because I no longer have mine.
Oh, this is big news. I mean, I already know this news, but I got to play along. But, I mean, if you're following Katie on Twitter, you probably would have seen it. So, but explain it to the podcast listeners that maybe didn't see your kind of, all over the place tweets.
I don't even know if I tweeted about it. Oh, maybe I did.
You did. You said he asked me to.
Oh, right. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I officially live with my boyfriend. I no longer have my apartment in Toronto, which is not even a double-edged sword. It is a really nice thing. I still have friends that live in the city and my mom that lives in the city, so it's all good that way. But yeah, I am comfortably living with 2 dogs, 4 cats, and a boyfriend. So life is good.
And you're living on a farm.
Yes, I'm living on a farm.
So what's it like moving from the city into onto the farm life?
Well, it's not really that much of unknown territory. I mean, I've been spending so much time there since I started dating him.
Yeah, you have.
And having grown up in Stouffville on farms, riding horses, it's not this total cultural shock,
No.
It's not like this New York girl moves to a Texas ranch,
They did a whole reality show about that, The Simple Life.
Oh my gosh.
That was such a good series.
Why did Nicole Richie stay so skinny?
What do you mean stay so skinny?
Remember she was like
Bigger.
Yeah.
And
then she got really skinny and she still stayed really skinny.
Well, I mean...
it's time to gain some weight back like normal people.
Let's not get into like judging people on their weights.
Ryan, Was that your phone again?
No, that wasn't my phone. I
Well,
don't know what
my phone's on silent.
It's the iPad. It's your mom's iPad. She's trying so hard to find a way to blame me on that one.
Okay, so today we're talking about speed dating.
Yes, we are.
I've never done it. I always wanted to.
Yeah?
Too late for me now, but I've always wanted to. I'd go to like maybe one that was tailored toward your type as moral support to have a good time, but would you be let in, or would that be like rude?
Are you asking if you would be allowed to like sit there with me on the dates like a chaperone? I mean, see, okay, guys, like I literally got complaints from my friends about
Can you
me.
hold the microphone in one stable place?
I just want to say that like I got complaints from my friends about eating on one of our podcast episodes, but how can I resist? Like literally, it's right in front of me. Yeah, and you're eating now on there. They can hear you. There's people that are gonna tune out because like that's some.
Did they say that? Were they like you?
Yeah, they said like it was really annoying that you were eating and that I liked how Katie called you out and then you stopped. Well, this time Katie's eating / like I am eating too. I'm just moving the microphone away. That's red.
No, that's a pepper.
Oh. I thought there was some red beef in there.
Okay, let's get back to our freaking conversation. So, Ryan has gone on 3 different speed dating evenings. They were in the nighttime, right?
Yeah, they were.
And from our conversation that we've had before, the first time there was one prospect, and then there was more the second time.
There was one prospect who didn't like me back.
Okay,
we'll go into it.
Let's break down speed dating number 1.
Yeah.
So, because we want to get your opinion.
Yeah.
And do you think that Ryan would be any good at it? And
do you think Katie Jones would be any good at it?
I would be fantastic at it, but I would always leave alone.
Why?
Because I don't think you could handle me for 7 minutes.
I think I could.
That's like me like giving you my everything in 7 minutes.
I know.
I don't think anybody can handle that. I don't even think
I could handle it.
Yeah, you could probably. Okay, so let's set the mood.
Oh, are we going to lower the lights in here?
Did you have anything to drink before going on your dates?
I had some beer.
What kind of beer?
Canadian. No, I meant like right now I had beer. Sorry. No, I didn't drink before, but they give you a drink ticket there. So let's break it down.
Oh, you love drink tickets.
You go. So you go. And they have LGBT nights. Like mine was a gay and bi men's night. And then right beside us was a lesbian and bi girl night. So it was like all of us just congregating. And it was funny. I just remembered a story. I didn't talk to you about this in the brief before we started recording. But I was like sitting at the bar. I was sitting at the bar before just waiting because I think they hadn't opened up like the lounge yet where the actual speed dating was. And it's in this like Russian vodka bar downtown Toronto. It's very red. It's very like
sexual.
It's like, yeah, it's kind of sexual and like moody. And I don't know if that's the right word, like mood lighting and stuff.
Yeah, setting the romantic scene.
Yeah, so I think they were still setting up, but they gave me my drink ticket because you get one drink ticket. You pay $40 and you get the one drink ticket and snacks. But, it's more about the experience. So I go and I'm waiting at the bar to give the bartender my order here at Speed Dating.
What'd you drink?
And I'll get to that.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, well, I guess I can say what it is. Because they have all kinds of different themes. I had, like, some kind of red raspberry vodka thing. Because it's a vodka bar. I wanted a beer. But I don't even think they had beer. Maybe the drink ticket didn't cover beer. I don't know. So I had to drink vodka. Whatever.
Now, could you continue drinking without drink tickets?
Yes. You have to pay on your own.
Yeah.
Are you asking for a friend?
Anyone, I'm with you if you're like one drink ticket won't cover it. Okay, so you get your raspberry.
I'll get into why like maybe you shouldn't order more drink tickets.
Oh.
Or get more. Sorry, maybe you shouldn't order more drinks. I'm gonna get into it.
Okay.
So I'm sitting at the bar taking my order, and this lady walks up to me, and she goes, "Hey," and I go, "Hey, how's it going?" She goes, "Good." I'm like, "Are you here for the event?" And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I'm at the wrong event," because like this is like. It seems like she's hitting on me. She's like, is this your first time? And I'm like, yeah, I've never been here before. She goes, yeah, mine too. Gives me a little smirk and like a wink and like a little shoulder like nod. Looks at me.
Whoa, way to be
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm at the wrong event because this isn't. It's not also like a straight event. It's like a gay and bi men, gay and bi women. So I was like, so then she tells me a little bit more about her being there and blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, like I just have to run to the washroom or whatever. And I went to the washroom. I finished my drink, so I probably chugged it. I don't even know. Go to the washroom, go back up, and she's part of the lesbian and bi girls part. She's just being nice. She was just being nice, and meanwhile, I thought I was going to get, like, picked up.
Did you end up going up to her and being like, I thought I was in the wrong?
No, but that would have been funny.
That would have been something you would have done. I wouldn't have put that past you.
Yeah, so they start, and there's 10 to 12 people, so 10 to 12 dates. I think on this night there was 11 or 12 dates, and they're, like, 7 minutes each. Sometimes they go a bit longer because the woman that runs it, her name's Ashley, and she's this beautiful, blonde, Barbie-looking lady. People love and get to know her because a lot of people go to these events, so they all talk to her. So sometimes maybe like the time goes a bit over because someone's talking to her. Sometimes that works to your advantage. Sometimes it's like, Ashley, ring the bell.
Yeah, let's get it
she
going.
She has a little bell, yeah. So when I got there, it was only like a couple people there. I was still like 10 minutes early.
And what were you wearing?
I was wearing this like nice button down that's like kind of like a pattern, like almost like a painted pattern. It looks nice. I was dressed up.
Did it show your personality?
It did show my personality. That's definitely a good question because I feel like you totally should show off your personality with what you're wearing. So I walk in and she's like, just sit wherever. And there's this cute guy sitting there. Older, like probably like 36 or something. Ooh. And so I sit at the booth with him and I start talking to him and he's like so nice and our conversations go so well. So now I get 10 minutes extra with this guy, which I wouldn't recommend. You would think that I'd recommend it, but I'll go into why I wouldn't. So 10 minutes and then it went right into the speed dating. So I got 7 more minutes. So I got 17 minutes with this guy.
Okay.
So the reason why I wouldn't recommend it is because there's a little bit of fun in going from date to date. When you start off right off the bat sitting with someone and you're sitting with them for 10 minutes beforehand, not that you run out of things to say, but by the time the actual speed date starts, the sparks kind of like...
Yeah, and
you know what I mean?
And can you imagine if, like, the person you were sitting with from the get-go, there was clearly no chemistry,
yeah,
and then you have another 7 minutes, and you know this is going to be just awkward.
Yeah. And that happens. Like, sometimes you see the next person, you're like, in your head, you're like, oh, no.
No.
Yeah. So, like,
Did you have a few of those moments?
I had a couple of those moments, yes.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. So, like, that date finished up, and it went well, and you get a little card, and you get to say yes, no, or you could put yes and then put in brackets friends. And then if they say yes or no or whatever, if they say yes.
And what if they put in brackets like future mate?
Well, wouldn't you just say yes for that?
But if you're like friends, they're like future mate, and then you find out what each other put on one another's cards.
And the other person put friends, and you
put new mate.
No, because like you have to put in brackets friends for you to match, I think.
Oh,
do you know what I mean? Like, I think that if someone, or I think she would let you know. Like, if they say friends, but you said yes, yeah.
Okay.
But I know what you mean. Like, you show up on the first date, and you think it's a date, but the other person thinks it's friends.
Ooh. Okay, so
that night, I didn't end up matching with that guy. I guess he didn't put yes for me, which was unfortunate. But 4 other guys said yes to me. But, like, all the other guys, there were a couple of, like, somewhat cute guys, but not enough for me to say yes. Some of them were really weird. Like, the one guy went up to the table, and he literally had his head down, passed it on the table because he had too many drinks. And this is why the drink ticket's important.
That's hilarious. Shout out to you, whoever you are.
He comes out from like almost like a daze and has like a vodka glass in his hand, and he's just like, "Hi, how are you?" And I'm like, "Oh, like I'm good. How are you? Are you okay?" And he goes, "Oh yeah, I'm fine." Oh. And he's like wasted, and I'm like, "Okay, like how are you enjoying your night?" Like, this is the thing. If I'm not interested, I don't get to know them. I talk about generics. So if anyone goes on a speed date with me, you know I'm not interested if I'm talking about generics. So I go, "Have you ever done this before? Are you from around here?" Like, it's not so much where it's like,
I want to get to know you.
Yeah. Like, what are your passions? Like, some people have really good questions because some people you could tell they've done this. Like, I met some people that have done it like 8 times.
But then, okay, that's an interesting little segue.
Yeah.
Not segue, but a little bit of a bump to the side for a moment. In one way, it's if you can recognize that this individual has done this a few times and they're very comfortable and have great questions. In one way, it's awesome. They're making maybe your first or second time that much more relaxing.
That's true. Yeah.
But then also it's like, if you're looking for a partner And this is your 8th or 9th round.
Exactly.
What am I not seeing?
Well, that's why I felt bad for some of these guys that said it was their 8th and 9th time. It's almost like they had it rehearsed. Like some of these guys, it seemed like you could tell that they've looked up an article or read a book about the things that will most intrigue someone on a date. Like legit, like I can't even remember some of the questions, but they were like deep questions where I was just like, oh, that's a really nice question. Like what? I don't even remember what it was, but it was just like, it literally felt like it was out of a book though.
Yeah.
Like it was one of those questions that like sparks your kind of creativity, like no matter what, but it doesn't change the fact that I'm not attracted to you.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, and like it adds a little bit of personality to it. Makes me a little bit interested, but not enough to say yes on my sheet. Hi, y'all. What?
Ryan, try that again.
Oh, hi guys.
Hello, it's spring, everyone.
Katie, literally anyone listening to this at 8 a.m. on the GO train or on to work and you just
then
yelled in
it's
their ear.
time to wake up, buttercups. Currently, it is spring, and you know what that means? I'm going to break it down
Break
for
it down,
you.
break it down.
Okay, the weather is getting warmer.
Yes.
It is staying out lighter later.
It's almost my birthday.
It's almost Ryan's birthday, but who really cares? The flowers are starting to look like they're gonna bloom. The trees are getting ready to start flourishing. Kids are on their bikes. I'm outside having a beer on the patio. Spring is here.
Spring is here.
So follow me on social media.
You're gonna jump right into that?
Follow me on social media. Because I'm really funny.
Are you gonna tell them your handles or what?
Oh.
The glass of wine is done.
What's my handle? 01 Katie Jones is my Twitter. And KTEE Jones is my Instagram.
Nice.
And
I love that. So yeah, my Instagram is at Ryan Durgy, and our Instagram for this podcast is at
Is This Adulthood?
Excuse me, I just burped. I'm sorry.
He always burps multiple times.
No, it's this like beef thing that you gave me. Anyways, so yeah, we just want to say, you know what? Give us suggestions. What do you want us to talk about? What kind of questions do you want us to answer? We've had some really great DMs, I've got to admit. Not really flirty, which is probably for the best.
Why flirt away?
No, I mean, I'm down for flirting, but like then that's a whole other kind of DM conversation. It's usually regarding with the podcast and people's ideas and people's feedback on different episodes. Keep that going. Give us some episode ideas. What kind of stuff do you want us to talk about?
Ryan's really lazy. He wants you to do his work for him.
And also make sure to subscribe on Apple Podcasts. Click the subscribe button.
Yeah, and rate and comment and show it to your grandma.
Yes, show it to Granny.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Another guy went up to the whole time. Like literally, I don't even think I said any words except for hello. Like, what's your name?
He just talked about himself.
He talked about all the protests that he does around Toronto. He literally was like talking about how he protests all around Toronto.
What is wrong with people?
Like that's not even, and you didn't even ask me anything about me. It's like, is this a recruitment tool for you? Like, what?
Oh my God.
So there was that.
Wait, let's talk a little bit more about that. So you sit down,
Yeah.
and before you even like divulged into conversation,
I think I said like, what's your name? And maybe he said like Nate or something.
Nate, are you listening?
Nate's kind of a hot name. Actually,
Nate's a really hot name.
Okay, so it's not Nate. You would love a Nate
I
name because
love
that sounds
a
like a
Nate.
skater boy.
His name is
It wasn't Nate. It was like Gerald or something.
Mitch. No, actually, I like Mitch.
Gerald.
No, Gerald's so unbelievable.
Okay, like Lance. No. What would his name be? It was something like kind of like strange.
Like, you know, like what? Like Daniel on a weird person. Was his name Daniel?
Like Daniel, not Danny.
No,
Daniel.
Not Daniel. Like
Daniel. Like not Danny or Daniel. Daniel. I'm Daniel. Like not even like because there's some cute, nice Daniels. But
hi, I'm
Daniel.
Ryan. Hi, I'm Daniel.
So I go, hi, I'm Ryan. I go, what's your name? Daniel. So I write down Daniel on the sheet, And immediately I'm like, no. Like sometimes you do check it off right away. No. Like
Do you really?
Okay, maybe not right away. That's
Right away.
Almost right away. But he literally, we sit down and I go like, how's your day been? And he goes, good. I was just protesting, blah, 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 blah. And he had like all these different protests that he does around the city. Like everything was different. Like he was protesting something with like one of the universities.
So he loves to have a cause to be angry about.
Yeah, but he was ranting to me. Like, Katie, it wasn't just like telling me about it. It was like he was ranting to me as if I didn't believe his cause. But it would switch causes. So for 7 minutes, we went through 4 causes.
Give me an example of a line from Daniel.
You know what? Like, I can't, I feel like I just blacked out that time because it was just like, and it wasn't even like he had one side or the other. It was like a radical side. It was like crazy. And like, I didn't say anything else. I was just like, yeah. Oh, okay. Like looking over my shoulder for Ashley to ring the bell.
Oh my God. Can you imagine if Daniel did this to everyone?
Well, maybe he did. Some people may be into it. Oh my gosh, another time I went, because this is the thing. The first time I went, 4 guys said yes to me. And I said yes to only 1 guy, and he didn't say yes back. So I had 4 matches that I wasn't interested in, right? Yeah. Maybe Daniel was one of them. Who knows? And so anyways, Ashley ended up giving me another free session. I think personally it was a business move, because think about it like this. I forgot to tell you this, but if you don't say yes to anyone, you get a free session. Right? So she wants people there that people are going to say yes to. I would think. I don't know what's going through her mind, but you'd want everyone to say yes so that they don't get free sessions. Like the whole idea is to match people up, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Whether it works out later or not, you're still going to be like, this was successful.
Yeah.
So I didn't end up having a match, but 4 people liked me. So from a business perspective, would it not make sense for 1/3 of the people who said yes to me? Would it not make sense to bring me back to another session?
When did you do this?
It was like October.
Oh, that's so much fun.
And another time I went, there was this guy and he just like talked about, he was like 36, but he lived in his, like it legit was one of those stories where, like he lived with his basement and
he lived in his basement.
He lived with his basement. He lived in his basement.
They were very happy together.
And he had, I wouldn't be surprised in this situation. He had 3 cats and like, they were like these weird, like.
So you're telling me someone's dressing however they feel, represents themselves the best.
No, but he was cute too.
And they just divulge for absolutely no reason right away that they're like a serial cat.
Yes, like I literally should go for this podcast and just like secretly record it.
No, what you need is a GoPro the next time you do this.
So you can see Daniel.
I see you, Daniel. No, you need to get these people on camera. So, and then why
don't I get them to co-host the podcast with you?
Hey guys, anybody that wants to sit down and record an episode with us, let us know.
That would be fun.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Have guests. So this guy just talks about legit how maybe he just wasn't interested in me, but I really felt like he looked cute from afar. And then I sat down with him and he was like, hi. How are you?
Aww.
Why are you saying, it was creepy. It was like a little puppet with his eyes wide open.
Oh, so
hi. How are you?
No, so you did it more like, hi, how are you?
Okay, I didn't do it. It was like, hi.
Hi.
How are you?
How are you?
Okay, listen, I'm giving this a bad rep. I'm just saying the bad
Don't
stories.
do speed dating.
No,
you're going to be talked about.
There were a lot of nice guys there. I'm just naming the ones that were kind of like strange, right? There's this other guy who was like, there's this guy who was like, what are you currently watching on Netflix? And I was like, Unsatiable? Is that what it's called, with Debbie Ryan?
Never seen it.
It's a really good show. And the storyline is about her being like a bigger girl and losing a bunch of weight and then end up becoming like a pageant queen, and she like all this crazy stuff happens.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I haven't seen it, but I know what you mean, yeah.
And he goes, why do you think you like it? I'm just like, I think it's a good story. He goes, well, maybe you relate to it. Maybe you relate to it, like to how she was. Like he didn't even say like, now I'm the beauty queen. He's like, maybe you relate how she was. How rude is that?
Like, bye.
Okay, but the thing is, I'm giving it a bad rep. Like literally, I knew someone who went to the straight speed dating, and she ended up
marrying him.
No, she ended up matching with 2 guys
and had babies.
One was an Irish
and
guy
and a big home with shutters.
One was an Irish guy, and one was like Russian guy or something. And she ended up picking the Irish guy because she went on dates with both of them.
If anyone's given the option between an Irish and a Russian, they're picking the Irish if they know how to have a good time.
So she ended up like finding this. I don't know whether it worked out or not, but like she found this cool guy from that. So that's what inspired me to go for the first time. So let's switch it on to you, because I've told the horror stories. There were some really good moments, and I actually did one time match with two guys. One ended up being kind of strange, and like,
oh, shocking.
He messaged me about another guy that I matched with to see if that guy matched with me because he didn't match with him. Is that easy to follow along, or is that kind of confusing?
Yeah, so you matched with somebody.
I matched with two guys.
And the one guy...
One guy's name was Chris.
Yeah.
And one guy's name, I think, was Alex.
Of course his name was Chris, and of course his name was Alex.
Alex message... What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing.
So Alex matched with me, and Chris matched with me. And Chris I actually thought was cute, and Alex was okay. And Alex messaged me, and he was like, oh, like, did you match with Chris? I'm like, yeah, I did. He goes, oh, he didn't match with me. And we had such a good conversation. I don't know why he didn't match with me. I just don't get it. I hate when people are fake like that, because
that's so bizarre.
I literally probably still have the text message. And should I look for it?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Let me see if I still have it.
People are crazy. Like, how would that ever be a turn on, that you're insanely interested in like
someone else that isn't me? Okay, yeah, here it is. And I guess I can't see the rest of the conversation for some reason, but where it starts off in mine, it says, I say, doing well, just got home, and you? He goes, good, thanks. Did you match with Chris too, the other guy we chatted with together? Because we chatted, you get a little break for snacks, and we did chat. I go, yeah, I did. Did you? And he goes, no, I guess he did not pick me. I did write yes for him, though. When you message him, ask him if I gave off the wrong vibe, LOL. Forgot about this. He wanted me to message Chris
my gosh.
and get to know him, but meanwhile say, hey, did you like Alex, or did he give off a weird vibe? What?
That is so beyond strange.
And he goes, would have been nice to just meet as friends even. I find it so strange when I feel a good connection with someone and then they don't even pick me, LOL. And I go, we chatted briefly this morning, but when I texted to see how his day was going, he didn't reply, so I think he may be busy. I don't want to double text him at this point. Because that was pretty good on me. So I didn't have to even get into like, that's freaking crazy.
You're in a speed dating love triangle.
Yeah, I know. So, Katie Jones, my question to you is, would you do speed dating?
For the experience, for like a night out, if I was single, yeah, like why not? I always thought it would be something that would be interesting to do. It would be a little bit how my approach to online dating was. Like,
yeah.
Sure, it's popular and there are some success stories from it, so I would try it, but I definitely wouldn't put all my hopes and dreams into this like speed dating basket.
Yeah.
But I think it would be fun, like dressing up and going out with your girlfriends, or I don't think I'd go solo, but no, I'm off the market that way. But I love the stories. Keep on going to them.
Oh my goodness. You had a question earlier when we were talking about this about like the snacks, because they give you snacks halfway through.
Yeah, I find that so bizarre.
Why?
Okay, so without trying to be stereotypical, and I'm not saying this from a perspective of a woman. Well, I guess I am, because I'm giving my perspective as a woman. But, okay, hey, listeners, DM us or DM me if I'm wrong. But from experience, a lot of women, hey, maybe in men as well, don't tend to eat a whole lot on a first date.
See, I was surprised that you said this, because maybe it's different in gay world, but I feel like, well, actually, you know what? Maybe I'm just the one eating a lot and they're not.
No, I mean, like, I have gone on dates where, I mean, I don't starve myself like a little chihuahua. Like, I mean, I don't just sit there looking at the food praying I could eat it, and I don't. Yeah. But on a first date, I don't know, you've like really thought about your outfit, and maybe if you're someone that likes your makeup like I do, you've really thought about your makeup, and you know, like you're really nervous in a good way about the person that you're out with, and like that mozzarella stick, it's just not like I'd rather make sure like I'm just interacting more. Second date and forward, that's a whole nother situation. But I mean, I've gone on a first dates before where we have a meal and maybe I order a smaller meal. I don't know. I guess the whole premise of Ryan was telling me that there's basically 7 minutes per person and 12 people in an evening, and halfway through, so 6 dates in, They all take a snack break. Like, what do you mean? Like maybe a Pinot Grigio break or something, but like a snack break. Like, why wouldn't you just put like little nuts or pretzels or whatever at a table? Like, I don't want to just get up, turn all the lights on, and start snacking on pita. Like that doesn't sound enjoyable at all. I get a little full, get a little baby belly, and like want to go like elsewhere.
I can see what you mean. For example, wings. Like, would you ever eat wings on a first date?
I don't think I'd ever eat wings on a first date, but my boyfriend and I eat wings on a weekly basis. The sauciest that you can get them, dipped in that blue cheese or ranch with it all over my cheeks. I don't care now because that's a different situation. But on the first date,
yeah,
I think I'd rather like my nice lipstick stays in place and getting that barbecue chicken wing.
Yeah, I mean, if it works out, there's plenty of times for barbecue chicken wings.
Yeah, but PSA, ladies and gentlemen, I am not going against eating or fat culture or stereotypical ways.
Fat culture. Is that a thing? We can't offend fat culture? You just said I'm not trying to offend. I feel like I'm a part of that culture. I kind of like that culture in a way, like fat culture. I'm sure a lot of people out there can agree whether they are a bigger person or not. Like, you can just identify with fat culture.
Did I just start something?
I think you started something. I kind of love that. Like, fat culture is when you sit on a Sunday watching Netflix and you order in food and you have all of your stuff in your room so you don't have to move. And you binge watch and you just chill. And you put your phone on silent and you say F you to the world and you just chill.
Do you put your phone on silent?
I put it on Do Not Disturb. If I'm watching a Netflix show, because I get too distracted and then I stop watching the Netflix show, I need to be like into it and watching it.
Good for you.
Yeah,
good for
you
you.
don't?
No, I do. But okay, I just wanted to say.
Okay, sorry.
Any chick that goes out on a first date, if you want to eat the whole pork roast dinner or chicken wings or whatever, girl power, whatever power, I'm just saying through experience, I always show who I am on a first date, but I don't really need an appetizer, entree, and dessert on a first date. I'm going out with you because you've captured my interest enough that my focus is you.
Yeah.
Then that not these nachos. But
I love
if
nachos.
this goes well, then absolutely nachos come a major play.
A different date. What date would that be? What date is nachos?
Baby.
Okay.
Date number 2.
You know what's interesting is I got a tip about networking. And if you're going to like a network event where there's food, you should be eating before so that you can just take like a little nibbly and that's it. Because if you don't eat before and you're always there at the food table, I guess it's a bad look. So maybe it's the same with like a date. Like, do you think, because our listeners wants to dive more deep into things, do you think that people would judge the other person if the other person is having like a 4-course meal on the first date?
I think it's, in my perspective, how you carry yourself. If I see that someone's up at the bar a lot ordering drinks, but they're holding their alcohol, then no, I don't think I'd care.
So if you can hold your bagels, you can have 4 bagels.
Or like, I don't know, if I was on a date with somebody, like a speed dating date, and they were just way more interested in having their 4th bagel and wiping off their mouth and getting a seed in their teeth and like, I'm just kind of second to the bagel, then I might be like, well, we don't line up that way because...
But isn't everyone second to a bagel?
Maybe an everything bagel.
Maybe not everyone.
But not a cinnamon
not
bagel.
Us,
Those
not
are
our family.
Gross. Okay, guys, have we been talking about speed dating for too long? What do you think?
Would any of you go speed dating?
Would you go speed dating with Ryan or I? Who would you prefer?
Ooh, that's a good question.
To speed date with Katya or with Ryan?
But then the problem is like, what if someone's straight? They're gonna pick you.
Let's say you're bisexual.
Yeah, exactly. There we go. If you're bisexual, and if you're not, just imagine you are. Who would you rather go on a date with? They're gonna pick you. They're gonna pick you for sure.
Well, I hope so.
What about me? I'm only gonna get like 1% of the vote.
Guys, don't hesitate to vote, and if you want to vote for Ryan, then you know.
Yeah, we'll put a. We'll put a poll up on the Instagram story and people can vote on it.
Okay, perfect. I think it's time we wrap this up.
Yeah?
To all my speed dating people out there, minimize your eating, increase your drinking, and dress the part.
Ooh, nice way to end it off. I can't top that.
Bye, guys.
Bye.